to talk about complex fractions. A complex fraction, let me move this back here. A complex fraction is when you have a fraction within a fraction. And I know they've always told you that you can't do that, but they lied. A complex fraction is just a fraction within a fraction. So let's talk about Oliver. He's training for a marathon, and he runs 15 kilometers in 72 minutes. What's his speed in kilometers per hour? So I want to know what he does in kilometers per 1 hour, right? That's per 1 hour. Well, let's look at the fact that he's given us. They say he runs 15 kilometers per 72 minutes. Can I have minutes here and hours here? Absolutely not. But what do I know about minutes and hours? I know that 60 minutes is the same as 1 hour, so I can change it because this doesn't easily convert. Now to find my missing piece in my proportion, remember I multiply the two numbers on the diagonal and divide by the lonely number. So I'm going to type in 60 times 15 divided by 72, and it's going to spit out an answer. And that answer, I believe you get 12 and a half or 12.5 kilometers per 1 hour. Because I said it's per 60 minutes, but that's the same as 1 hour, so you can do that. All right, let's take a look at another example. On the bottom of this page, Alexis washes 10 and a half windows in 3/4 of an hour. At this rate, how many windows can she wash in 1 hour? So we want windows per 1 hour, right? We're looking for the windows per 1 hour. And we know that she does 10 and a half windows per 3/4 hour. And if you remember your equivalents from 6th grade, you could put 0.75 in here, or you can keep the 3/4. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to, again, multiply in the diagonal. This time my diagonal goes this way. I don't really have to multiply by 1, so I can just type in 10 and a half times the 1 if you want, then divide by 3/4. Remember, to type the fractions in a calculator, you have to use your ABC key button in between the pieces. So type 10, ABC1, ABC2. I can skip the times in by 1. Divide by 3, ABC4, and equals. Or if you remember your equivalents, you can type in 10.5 divided by 0.75, and that'll still spit out the same answer, saying that she does 14 windows per 1 hour. Okay, let's take a look at the next page and see how that works out. Again, proportions are really used in real life, so we need to understand them. A restaurant uses 8 1/4 pounds of carrots to make 6 carrot cakes. Frank wants to use the same recipe, but how many pounds of carrots does he need to make just 1 cake? So Frank wants how many pounds, remember that's LBS, to make 1 cake. Well, it took him, because I want to keep my labels the same over here, it took him 8 1/4 pounds for 6 cakes. Quite frankly, if I had been doing this on my own without setting up the proportion, I think I would have divided backwards. I don't think I would have had it correct. I have to take the 8 1/4 pounds, times it by 1, and and divide by my lonely number of 6. So take a second and type that in. You're going to type in 8 1/4 pounds, or 8.25 if you want, times 1 divided by 6. And I get a kind of yucky looking number. I'm going to get 1 3/8 pounds. Or, depending on how you typed it in, if you used 0.25 here, you're going to get 1.375 pounds of carrots. Per, which is a fraction bar, 1 cake. Okay? Per 1 cake. All you're writing down is the information that they give you in a proportion because it looks easier than trying to read and understand a word problem. Let's take a look at one more before I let you loose on your own. It takes Zach 15 minutes to walk 7.5 blocks to the swimming pool. At this rate, how many blocks can he walk in a minute? So you want blocks per 1 minute, right? So we gotta figure out how many blocks they gave us, 7.5. Per 15 minutes.
What is this? So
Good
I'm not sure
morning.
if this is-
Hi, Mr. Stuck.
Good morning.
We're recording class. I'll be with you in just a second. And so we're going to multiply on our diagonal, and again, divide by our lonely number to figure out that Zach can actually walk a 1/2 block in every single minute. Now, why did G choose C? I want you to think about that for a second, and I'll be right back.